drunk driving is no exception when it comes on railroading and handling important tasks like handle freight trains and driving passenger trains. Many railroads have considered drunk driving dangerous, because if people drive drunk, it could cause a serious accident and could harm or injure people on the train or people on the ground. Several railroads like Amtrak take drunk driving safety very seriously and carefully to prevent an accident from happening. Most railroads like Norfolk Southern, CSX, BNSF, and Union Pacific also take drunk driving and DUI precautions very seriously, especially when driving a freight train. To this day, engines on railroads try not to be unlucky to have a driver that is drunk. One day, Vita was having a conversation with Lily and Phil while she was waiting to depart with a mixed freight train.
Hey Lily, do you want to hear a joke? What do you call a Wendy's collar under the restaurant logo? It's spelled a mom.
I don't get it. Why do you say that on the Wendy's logo that the collar almost spells mom? It doesn't make any sense, because Wendy's favorite place, unlike McDonald's, Burger King, and that's Sonic's restaurant and many more.
Hey, that's your opinion, but some people that life is mystery for you, and some people, especially on social media and stuff like that. I agree with you, Marky. Sometimes there are just mysteries that just can't be answered, like this grounded video that the Norfolk Southern Roy's made about me. Oh, crap, Norfolk Southern 3421 is at it again. He always does this to Canadian Pacific and CSX.
I know, not only is he being a disgrace to Norfolk Southern and the other railroads, but Roy's also stalks ladies on Canadian Pacific, BNSF, Union Pacific and more, not to mention that he also wishes Canadian Pacific is bad and merge in NS.
I agree. Also, he calls engines useless, makes us look bad in the train videos he makes, and also makes grounded videos on us whenever we don't go the right of way.
Whenever we don't get the what of way?
It's called the right of way, Larkin. But did you also know that several people are making a rant on rails in Highland Valley, and several people are starting train series of their own?
Yeah, I think I understand it now, but I don't get into why Royce is making fun of us.
I think I have clearance to go out of the yard, so see you later Lily and Phil. I will be back tonight.
Vita and Marky departs with their freight bound for Altoona, Pennsylvania, overtaking Lily and Larpen. Later on in day, all the engines have finished with their assignments, and after doing all the work, they all headed for the sheds, where they had conversations about their days.
So, Lilium and Thursday, how were excursions today?
Our excursions were good. We even go a chance to pull an excursion all the way for Toronto to Vancouver, and from we even pulled a excursion to Seattle.
Yeah, and also Seattle was fun because we got to see the tower called the Space Needle, and I almost forgot to mention that we recused an Amtrak that was heading from Seattle to LA.
Well, looks like you had a fun time and amazing adventure today, and also predict that you saw Hollywood while you and Lilium were in LA.
Yes, we did, but we only saw the Hollywood sign.
Speaking of Hollywood, I took 4 freight train today, also took 23F intermodal train to City and Country Valley, and also helped Union Pacific 6936 with a freight train from City and Country to Omaha, Nebraska, and then I took a train from Nebraska to here.
You did? Do you realize that you met Union Pacific's largest diesel engines, and by the way, the engine is called the DDA-40X that built in from 1969 to 1971 by EMD.
No, I didn't know. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, and speaking of annoying talking and conversations, here comes Mr. Navy.
Okay, here is an announcement. Canadian Pacific hired new employees to help out with work around here, so be on your best behavior.
Yay! I can wait to see them next morning. It is nice that Canadian Pacific finally hired new employees.
I agree with you, Rod. In fact, it has been a while since our railroad, CSX, and Norfolk Southern had hired employees.
Okay, so here's the assignment tonight. Ham and Rod take 52C freight train to Houston, Texas.
Yay! That sounds like it's going to fun. Plus, I like taking trains to Texas.
Me too, and let's get going down to good old Texas, and I think by the time we finish our assignment, we will come back here. The next day, all the engines were having conversations, while waiting for their assignments from the control.
I think I'd be assigned to 23C Intermodal to Bismarck, North Dakota.
I think I may be doing excursion services to Montreal and then do an excursion to up to Churchill in the northern part of Canada.
I hope I don't get any assignments because I need a rest after me and Ham did our assignments last night. And if I do get rest, I make Minecraft sitcom online.
You are? That's great. Do we have lines for me in the first episode you making? And if you making lines for me, what character will I play?
I'm not sure yet. But I have a character for you to play.
After when I voice in the episode, I going to make a grounded video out Roy's for making grounded videos of me.
Yeah, Roy's deserve it for making railroads like CSX and Canadian Pacific and parts of Union Pacific look bad. And also not to mention he deserve it for stalking engines like Lillian, Thursday, and Vita.
Okay, engines, I welcome you the new employees that Canadian Pacific hired, so this is their first time here, so like I said, be on your best behavior.
Don't worry, Mr. Navy, we will be on our best behavior when we're working, and we promise not to cause trouble.
Okay, so here are the assignments for today. Clan, Phil, and Norton take 22F Intermodal train to Denver, Colorado, then take a Autorack train to San Antonio, Texas. Wow, I'd love to have a trip to Colorado, not to mention that San Antonio.
It's my favorite city too, let go.
Man, I wish I didn't trail, but what the heck, I like taking trains to Colorado, so let's go.
Okay, Larpin, Miley, and Bridget, take a coal train to Cleveland, Ohio, then take a freight train to Washington, D.C., then you will take a 24C to Elizabethtown.
Wow, taking a train to Washington, D.C. will be fun, plus I may have a chance to see the Washington Capitol.
Oh, come on. I don't want it to trail behind this piece of crap. It should be leading and not trailing. Trailing is so useless.
Shut up, Miley. You deserve to trail for judging engines by their paint schemes, calling it crap, and always being rude to steam engines who are on the Strasbourg Railroad, and not to mention you make bad videos out of us.
Rod, Lily, Marshall, and Danny, take a coal train to Springfield Industrial, then take a freight train to New Orleans, and Lily and Marshall, you take a train to St. Louis and receive your next assignments from there.
Wow, take sounds like it's going to fun trip to New Orleans.
I agree with you, Rod. I also can't wait to St. Louis. The first might see the big gateway arch there.
Me too. I can't wait to go to St. Louis, its big city. Man, you two are lucky, Lily and Marshall, that you get to go to St. Louis, and I always want to go to St. Louis.
Lilium, and Thursday, you do an excursion to Ottawa, then do another excursion to White River.
Oh boy, the train to Ottawa is going to be lots of fun.
I agree with you, Lily. Taking excursions around is what makes me happy, even taking excursions in America.
As for you, Ham and Nicholas, you two will have the day off. I won't give you your assignments until tomorrow.
Oh, this is going to be good. Nicholas, what do you want to do on your day off?
I going to play Minecraft, and after playing Minecraft I going to watch Furious 7.
Clan, Phil, and Norton started off their journey by taking a high-priority intermodal through plain fields of Nebraska.
Total axles 308. Train speed 50 mph. Detector out.